Good afternoon. Yes, of course, kids are going to have times where they fear their parents, where their parents are yelling at them for something that they have done. Maybe they're cautioning them about where they're headed to or what they're getting involved in, and kids are genuinely afraid of their parents. They're worried that they're making their parents mad, and they are responding in kind with tears and with yelling of their own and with trying to get away because they're sad. They're afraid of their parents. And we all know that that also means that they have a respect for their parents too. That might be something that grows throughout the life of a child, but it is something that eventually it works out that kids who have grown up with a healthy fear of their parents, yes, are worried about and not wanting to disappoint them, not wanting to disobey them, but also are doing it because of a respect that they have for their parents as well, an awe of what their parents are able to do and what they can accomplish. The same goes for how we have a relationship with God. There were times where the Old Testament people of Israel genuinely were afraid of God, and there were times where we hear about God appearing to people, even just sending angels to people, and people were afraid. They were afraid because God is powerful. God can do a lot against them. And they knew that they had disobeyed, that they had fallen short. And so they were afraid of Him. But they also had a healthy awe and respect of God as well. To know that God is far above them, to know that God is far greater than they are, that brings that respect with it. You have the same thing too. You don't want to disappoint God. You don't want to disobey Him. You don't want to go against Him and fall into sin, but you know that you do. And you know what you deserve because of it. And that can lead you to be afraid of God, to be afraid of what He knows about you, to be afraid of what He might do to you because of those sins. But you also have a healthy awe and respect for God as well. You know that God is far greater than you are, far above you, and that you know the great things that God has done for you. That He was willing to send His own Son puts you in awe of God. To say that God is loving towards you gives you a respect for Him because you know you don't deserve that, but He does it anyway. This is the kind of thing, the kind of fear that you have of God. It's not just I'm afraid, run away, but it's also a healthy awe and respect of God. Listen, as the Old Testament people heard this, Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 13. Fear the Lord your God, serve Him, and swear by His name. You know that fear there is a focus on, yes, a fear of what we could do against God, but it's also awe and respect because God has earned that. God deserves that because of His love for you. Until we see each other again, the Lord's blessings on your day.